over here. If possible, I can just share you this one. Now you go for this. Let's move into the next one. I have another box which is also of 6 kg. Okay, so we'll just this is only possible when you start the meeting. It is not possible that I can keep it early ready. So here we have 3 different boxes, all are of 6 kg. Now I will, if I divide this each box into the different parts, okay, so let's say each box I will divide in the 6 different parts. 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, let's say this is part 3 and this is part 4, this is part 5 and part 6. So similarly, all this I will divide into 6 different parts. Everybody, you may be looking at that case. Last time sir also did the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. I'm going to discuss about the different thing over here. So I have 6 kgs of and if I distribute them in the equal parts, so you can easily tell me how much is in the each part. Tell me, Swikriti, how much will be there in the each part? If I distribute the 6 kg in the 6 equal parts, how much will be there in the each part? Swikriti? Hello, Swikriti. You are unmuted, no? Where is Swikriti? Okay. And Dipali Kumari? Dipali Kumari? Yes, you are unmuted. So you should tell me how much should be there in each part? Who will tell me? Raise your hands. Okay. Ujjwal Kumar is raised a hand. Okay. Ujjwal, tell me.
Sir, I am Utkarsh.
Sorry, Utkarsh. Utkarsh, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, in each there is 1 kg in each part.
Each part,
in each part 1 kg.
Yes, each part 1 kg. How you have said, that is the main. Okay, let us check how you have said that each part is having 1 kg. Let me see. Let me show you that. You have written actually here. I'll be writing 1 by 6. Sorry, 1 by 6. That means 1/6 and of 6 kg. Actually, you have written like this, no? 1/6 of 6 kg. So when I go for 1/6 of 6 kg, meaning is what? What is the meaning of this particular thing? Let's see. I will just show you what is the meaning of it. You have written actually 1/6 into 6. This is what exactly you have done. Okay. From how you got that 1 kg, I'm going to show you. Okay. And this is Utkarsh got 1 kg. How he got the 1 kg? I'm showing that. So please see that when I multiply this will be multiplied 1 into 6 and the bottom will be having the denominator 6. Now after this, what he got, I will show you again. He got 6 divided by 6. So it is actually, if I divide a number with the same number, what result I get? I get 1. So this is how he got the 1 kg. Am I clear? Am I clear, everybody? So if you
Yes,
see
sir.
Utkarsh, how you got 1 kg is written on the left hand side. Okay. So each part is called 1 by 6 and total part is having 6 kg. You can say 1/6 of 6 kg is equal to 1 kg. So how you got this one? The sum is done on the left hand side. So you can see
And,
how you have worked out. Okay. So next one.
and sir,
Yes, sir. Tell me.
sir,
Yes.
you have started the recording.
Yeah, I have started recording so that I can share you if you miss out, if your network is disconnected, if you have any problem, I want to help you. So if you don't want the help, then I can stop that one.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it's for your help. Okay, so we are just looking at the some of the very important things over here. So we'll just I'll check over here. Everybody watch this one. I'm trying to fill up this particular box. One part I have filled up. Okay, here how many part I have filled up? One part. And now here I am going to fill up. Okay, so I'm going to fill up the 2 parts. And here I'm going to fill up. Okay, I'm going to fill up the 3 parts. So how many parts I have filled up in the 3 boxes you can see. So in one box I have filled up 1 part. In another box I have filled up 2 parts. In another box I have filled up 3 parts. So we can say this one is how much? How I can represent this particular word is 1 by
3.
okay, so this is 1 by 6, and this one is how much? This is
2 by 6.
2
2 by 6.
6. Okay, so 2/6, and then 1/6, 2/6, and this one is I can say
3 by 6. 3 by 6.
yes, my dear. This will be going for
3 by 6.
by 6. Now, if I try to compare them, which one is the smallest covered up? Which one is the biggest covered?
First one.
First one
First
is the
one.
smallest, and the biggest one is how much? Which one is the biggest?
Third. Second one.
Biggest covered up is third one. Yeah, on the right hand side for you, it may be second one, but it is actually the third one I draw. Anyway, okay. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Okay. So you can see my mouse is moving on that. So this is number 3.
Yes,
This is number 1. This is number 2. So 1 by 6. So if I have to write what I will be writing, you check over here. I will write 1 by 6 is actually if I have to compare between 1 and 2, what I will do, I will write 1 by 6 is less than
3 by 6.
1 2 less than 2 by 6. Okay, so I can just write down like this, 2 by
6.
yes, my dear, 6. So I have 2 numbers to compare. You can see this number and this number. When I compared, I can say that 1 by 6 is less than 2 by 6. Similarly, if I am comparing this one, you check here, I am comparing 3 by 6, and I'm going to compare with the 2 by 6. So automatically 3 by 6 is greater than, yes, it is greater than 2 by 6. So we can see here that these numbers, when we are comparing, we can see the figure and we can check that how they are greater than and smaller than. Is it clear? But remember one thing, in this comparison, our denominators are equal. Our denominators are equal. All the denominators are equal. Okay. So when I want to compare between the 2 figures, I have to make the denominator equal, and then only I can compare them. If the denominators are not equal, then my process of comparison is different. Okay. Then my process of comparison is different.
Different.
Yeah? So when it is,
Yes, sir.
when the denominators are equal, my process of comparison is different. When my denominators are different, then my process of comparison is different. So let's see how can I go for the this particular next one. How to compare the other way? Let us see. Okay. I'll just show you. I'll rub this one. Everybody have taken the screenshot, I believe. Okay. So I'll
Yes,
just,
sir.
okay. I'll just do the next sum over here. So next sum is, suppose our number is say 3 by 7 and the second number is say I have another number 5 by here I have here and 5 by 9. So which one is bigger and which one is smaller? If I want to find out, the process is little different over here. I have to make the lower, this particular denominator equal. So how can I make the denominator equal? We have to get a equal number over here, means lowest common multiple of these two denominators we have to find out. What is the lowest common multiple of these two denominators? As there is no common factor is there, so automatically we have to multiply these two. So what I have to do actually, I have to just write like this: 3 by 7, and we have to multiply this one with check what I am doing. I'm multiplying with 9 and multiplying with, means the denominator which is there on the right hand side, this particular denominator, that denominator I am multiplying. Okay, so this denominator I am multiplying with the first fraction, and this denominator 7 I will multiply with second fractions. Second fraction is how much? 5 by 9, and then I will multiply this one with how much I will multiply, I said, with the denominators of first number. So we will get the denominator of first number is 7, so we'll just multiply with 7. So what is the result over here? You can say 3 into 9, 3 nines are how much? 20?
27.
Yeah, who is there not saying the right answers properly? And then 6, 7, 9 sevens are? 9 sevens are how much?
63.
Very good. So this is 63, okay? So, and the second one, when I will multiply, what I will get? In the next case, this one, my multiplication result will be how much? 5 sevens are? 30.
35.
Okay, 5 sevens
35.
are 35. And the 9 sevens are?
63.
Now we can get the result 27 by 63 and 35 by 63. So when I just get this 27 by 63, 27 and 63, and then we have to compare. So which one is greater? 27 is greater or 35 is greater?
35.
Then what should be the symbol over here? Less than. Okay, so 27 is less than 35. So that's why I have written over here, because denominators are equal now. So denominators are how much? Both the denominators are 63. So you can see how I compared the denominator which are different or which are not the similar. Okay, so it is not a like factors. These are called unlike factor comparison. This is called unlike factor comparison. This is one way of comparison. Okay, this is one way. I will show you the different ways I said. So it is one of the way. Now I will move. Everybody, can I rub the board? Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shadman, what's your question? Please wait just 1 second. Let me talk to Shadman. Shadman, what's your question?
Sir, which exercise you are doing?
I'm not doing exercise. I'm doing the 9.2's explanation. So explanation is different than exercise. Okay. So we are explaining.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. 9.2 I'm explaining. Okay. So I'll be working on that, and then after I will do the exercise. Okay. Let me explain first. Okay. Now I will just get into the. Okay. Let me mute these people, and then I'll go to Shonakshi Jana. What's your question, Shonakshi? Shonakshi, what's your question?
Yes, sir.
Hello, dear. Tell me.
Sir, I can't understand unlike comparison.
Which comparison? Which comparison?
Sir, unlike comparison.
Here, unlike comparison, these are the two numbers. Can you see 3 by 7 and 5 by 9?
Yes, sir.
And here, these two are unlike fractions. These two are called unlike fraction, and this unlike fraction, when I want to compare, then I have to get the equal denominator. I have to get the equal denominator. In the first case, I have shown you 1/6, 1/6, and 2/6 and 3/6. Over there, all the denominators were equal. So to compare the equal denominator, it is easy. So that is the reason I have to convert these two fraction into the what? Like fraction. This unlike fraction I have to convert into like fraction. How to convert into like fraction? I will multiply the denominator of the first number. I'll show you here. I'll multiply the denominator of the first number. This is the denominator of the first number with these two, with the fractions, with these fractions. Okay. Similarly, when I want to multiply this particular fraction, if I want to multiply, then what I will do, this particular fraction will be multiplied with these denominator. What is the denominator over here? 9. So the 9 will be multiplied with this total fraction. So you see here, I have multiplied here. Can you see here, I have multiplied here? Can you see my multiplication? Oh no. Okay. Now this is my fraction. This is multiplied with both of them are multiplied with 9. So 3 multiplied by 9 is 27. 7 multiplied by 9 is 3. So I got 27 by 63 over here. Then second fraction, this particular fraction is multiplied with both the numbers. What is this is the fraction. You can see here, I have multiplied this fraction with the denominator of the first number. Denominator of the first number is 7. That is multiplied here. And when I multiplied, I get the result as 35 by 60. So 7 into 5 is 35, 9 into 7 is 63. So when you look at this particular portion, you will find both the denominators are now equal. Can you see both the denominators are equal? Yes or no? Shonakshi? And then numerators are compared. When numerators are compared, the first numerator 27 is smaller than 35. That is the reason here I have drawn one figure. That is the reason I have written 27 less than 35. Can you see? All of you can see? Okay, I cannot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a simple way of comparison. This one. There is another way. I'll go to the another way. Okay, so another way we are going for. Now I'll rub it. Everybody, I'm rubbing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And now I'm going to show you the next way of doing the same thing. So when I go for this is a little bit complicated, but still it's a very easy one. So first number is how much? 3 by 7. And second
7.
number was how much? What was the second number?
5 by 9.
5
By 9.
Yeah, just 1 second. Yeah, by
9.
5 by 9.
9.
Yes. Now what we will do? We see here. Very interesting thing I will do. Okay. This is what exactly is. These number 3 I will multiply with 9. And similarly, I will take another number. This number 7 I will multiply with 5. Okay. So this number 3 I will multiply with 9, and this number 7 I will multiply with 5. Now what I will get? I will get the number. And the first number is how much? First number 3, when I'm multiplying with the 9, the top number with the bottom number, that will stay on my left hand side. What is the result? 3 nines are how much?
27.
Very good, 27. And then next number is how much? 9, 7 fives are?
35.
Okay, so which one is greater and which one is smaller?
35 is the greater and the 27 is the smallest.
So not smallest, smaller. Okay, so here we look at the, when we compare between 2, it is smaller. Okay, anyway, this is a number. So automatically when I look at this particular value, we will be getting one symbol. Which symbol I should draw over here? So here I will write a symbol that is simple. What is that? Less than. So I can just write like this.
So less than.
Less than. Okay, so we can write like this. 3 by 7 is less than 5 by
9.
9. Okay, so we can write this one. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
This is called
Yes, sir.
this is called cross multiplication methods. So we have two different methods. One to convert into the equivalent fraction. When we convert the equivalent fraction, the denominators become equal. And this is a cross multiplication where we will be cross multiply the number, and the first top will always stay on the left and the second top will always stay on the right. That means 3 multiplied by 9 will stay on the left, 7 when multiplied by 5 will stay on the right, and then only we will get this result. Don't do reverse, otherwise the result will be wrong. So when we multiply these two, everybody, 3 with this number, when I am multiplying, I am actually comparing this, I am writing this 27. How the 27 is coming? 3 multiplied by 9. The top one will stay on the left, and then second top, that means second fraction, top one, whatever multiplication value it will get, it will stay on the right. So let's take another examples. Apart from this, say the number is 11 by 21, and another number is say 17 by 63. Okay, now we can do it in two different ways. Now here one very important thing is that when we multiply, we find that 63 is there. So as I said, the LCM of these two, 63 and 21, is how much? Who will tell me what is the LCM? Sukriti, what is the LCM of 21 and 63? Can you do? Advitya. Advitya,
Yes, sir.
what is the LCM of 21 and 63? Lowest.
Yes, sir. Taking out.
Okay. It is 63. Now, when we look at the LCM of 21 and 63, it is 63. Because both the denominator can be coming into 63. How can it come to 63? Both the denominator. Swikriti,
63.
watch carefully now.
Yes.
This number, if I multiply 11 by 21. Now, how many times 21 equal to 63? How many times 21 equal to 63? It is 3 times. 3
Sir,
times
three
if you
times.
give, yeah, 3 times of 21 equal to is 63.
63, sir.
Yes, 3 times. That means
Yes, sir.
if I just multiply 3 times, I will get 63.
Yes, sir.
That means when I multiply these fractions, I will get here 33. And at the bottom, what I will get? What will be the denominator?
Sir, denominator.
Sir, 63.
63.
Madhurams, you cannot say it simple answer. Huh?
Sir, I
Then,
said to 63.
okay, now this is 17 and this is a comparison statement will be there. Now here the number is how much? 63. So,
Sir, 63.
okay, so we are actually in search of 63, no? Both the numbers should be 63, I said, no? So which one is greater,
Yes,
which
sir.
one is smaller?
Sir, 33 by
Sir,
63.
33. Yes,
33
sir.
is greater. So that is greater and this is smaller. So we can
Small.
write like this 33 by 63. Okay, so this is one or another way. You can see that I have to find out the common denominators. So common denominators, how can I find out? When I find the two denominators and those two denominators, we have to find out the LCM. But we have to find out the LCM. In the first case, 7 and 9, there was no common factors. The lowest common factor was 63. There was no other factors were there. So that is the reason I have written 63. How? By multiplying the denominators with both the numbers, denominators of the first fraction with the second fractions of numerator and denominator. Similarly, the second fraction denominator I multiplied with first fractions numerator and denominator, and I got the result 27 by 63 and 35 by 63, and then I have compared that one, and then I got the comparison statement. And the second case also, here you can see I have just cross multiplied and did the things. Here also you can see that I have found the lowest common multiple, and then find out that lowest common multiple is 63, and then to find out that 63, to reach the 63, what we have to multiply with the lower fraction, that is 11 by 21 is a lower fractions, and then we are multiplied with 3. Then when we multiplied with 3, we got the 33 by 63. So that means that fraction is denominator is equal with the second fraction denominator. And then we compared the number and we found that 33 is greater than 17. So automatically the first fraction is greater than the second fraction. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now I will go to the 9.2's question answers 1. That is what exactly 3 by 7 and 4 by 7 and all. Now we have to find out the equivalent factors. The equivalent factors are very important things that I will show you now. I don't think much time is left over. I have only 5 minutes there. So anyway, I will enough. Don't worry. In the 5 minutes we can do lots of things. So we will just check.
Yes, sir.
Suppose a number is there. Number is 3 by 7. So this is the first smallest factor is 3 by 7. So what are the different equivalent factors? So equivalent
So
factor,
if we will multiply, if we will divide with 2 and 2, the multiple. If we will multiply with 3 by 2 with 2 by 2, it will be the first multiple.
yes,
First
that is the
equivalent.
second multiple. Second, first one is the lowest one, this one, and then second, this one. So the result is how much here?
So 6 by 14.
Yeah, 6 by 14.
14.
Now 6 by 14. Now this 6 by 14 is actually nothing but the second fraction, second equivalent fraction. Now if I go for the third equivalent fraction, what I have to do?
Then we multiply 3 by 7 with 3 by 3.
Right. I have to multiply with 3. Okay. So both the numerator and denominator, I have to multiply with 3. So I have to multiply the numerator with 3 and I have to multiply the denominator with, oh, sorry.
So the third equivalent fraction will be 9 by 21.
Yes, sir. 9 by 21.
So we look at this and we get the result as
9 by 21.
9 by 21.
right here. I'm writing using the computer, so we don't have that directly writing procedures. So it is 21. So we
Yes,
have
sir.
9 by 21. Okay, so you can see this is 9 by 21. Like this way, what is the fourth one? If you just see that we have to multiply with 4. So like this way, we can carry on with the different numbers. Now,
By 4 by 4 and 5
yes,
by 5.
5 by 5 and
Yes,
5
sir.
by 6 and all.
F5.
Right, 4 equivalent fractions for each of the following fractions. So next 4 is very important. Next 4 means from current. Though it is the first
So where
fraction.
is sound is coming?
Huh? My voice is not coming?
No, no. That time one voice was coming. Now it is not coming.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, now we look at this one. Somebody has disconnected actually. Some participants are disconnected, suddenly again coming back. So anyway, so we were looking at the next one. Number is 3 by 7. So 3 by 7 is a number which I have worked out, and now you will be doing, I am working out for the next 2 fraction is this one. Other 2 fractions you can say 3 by 7 into 4. Both the
3 by
numbers
4 by 4.
3 by 7 into 4 by 4, and then so 3 by 7 into 5 by 5. So all the fractions, the next 4 fractions you can get. So similarly, all the numbers 9 by 11 is also similar, 1 by 10 is also similar, and all. So let me finish this one. As I have started this 3 by 7, let me finish the 3 by
So
7.
3 by 7 multiplied by 4 by 4 is equal to 12 by 28.
Right, dear, right. So we will multiply with 4.
By 4.
4 by 4, the answer will be 12 by 28.
12 by 20.
Yes, this is 12.
By the answer will be 12 by 24.
20?
28.
28. Not 24. Who said 24? Okay.
So Sikriti.
Security. Do the sum properly. Okay.
And so 3 by 7 by 5 by 5 is equal to
3 by
15 by 30.
7. Now we have to multiply both the numbers with the 5. So we
So
can
that
see.
will be 15 by 35.
So here, sorry. Into 5.
5.
So we
The answer will be 15 by 35.
15
By 35.
by 7 into 5 is 35. 5.
5.
5.
So these are the answers. You can see these are the answers. Is it clear? I'm less than
Yes,
11.
sir.
So we are going to finish